It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It's a series of tubes.
Now it's a series of tubes.
Tubes.
Hey!
Hi,
everybody.
everyone.
We have missed you guys so much. Welcome to Indie Intertube TV.
What?
I got new glasses.
But you're not wearing them.
I'm putting them on right now. So I can see my tiny, tiny screen.
I got a new hat.
Ooh, look at there.
Ooh, you smart.
I can see.
Ooh.
Seeing is a very good thing.
Mine'll come in later this week. Hopefully.
I got two pair.
You got two pair.
Because I'm blind.
No. Only close up. I'm just blind in general. We found that out. Like, royally blind. Royally blind. I'm a Boston hunter. Boston hunter. Yep.
There we go. Hi.
Hi, Sharon Southern. I'm a Boston hunter.
We've got a lot of trailers to show you guys tonight and a couple of reviews that we want to do.
Pull them down.
I need to pull them down because they're only for reading and I can't see.
Get the smexy look.
So,
What?
we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13
Gratuitous peanut shot.
trailers to show you tonight. And a couple of reviews to do. A Fumbling Through the Pieces, their finale.
Yeah.
Divanity. Got a big show for you on Wednesday.
I
Some
saw
epicness coming up.
I saw Vanessa in the room and thought Driveness was in the room.
Yeah. So the first, let's get right to it, shall we?
Okay.
First thing we want to tell you is that we are.
Okay. What
we
are
have
we doing?
discovered something that all you web series creators already know.
Oh.
And that is, if you don't have all the post-production done on your episodes before you start your release schedule, you're pretty much fucked. If real life rears its ugly head. And real life has reared its ugly head with us one too many times since November. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to relaunch.
Boo, boo, boo.
Relaunch Indie Interstate in March. With post-production on all 10 to 13 episodes finished. So that we can release every 2 weeks.
March!
So that is what is going to happen, and that is what we are doing now, which is doing post-production on those episodes.
Did you see what Nate Locklear posted in the room? Did you see?
That's very cool. Congratulations, Nate, on that. For those of you who didn't see it, One More Lesbian is submitting Once You Leave, episode 11, for consideration in the Queer Culture Center Zeitgeist exhibition.
Cool.
So that is amazing. Now,
woohoo!
Let's get right to it. Before we go any further, we want to say that all of these clips are used under Section 107 of U.S. copyright law.
Ooh.
Which
Getting
allows
legal
their
on your
use
ass.
for criticism.
Yes. See, we have to put that in there now because people have bitched that we're stealing things. And it's like, no, we're not. We're not. And we don't use anything without permission. And we don't use anything that we don't that we know we're not supposed to use. And we know we're using them to help you out. And if you use copyrighted content in your trailer or in anything else.
And since Steve is going to
not
sue
us.
I think we should start with the end. I have to say that I absolutely love what Steve Silverman is doing with his countdown trailers. So we decided to show one. And then we'll give you a little info about the end.
Get out.
So here is the latest countdown trailer for the new property from Steve Silverman, the In series.
Don't check in because you'll never check out.
Scared the crap out of me. I love that last quote. That is so very awesome.
Enchantment?
Huh?
What?
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 What'd I miss?
Nothings.
Huh?
I don't know.
Now, I have some exciting news to share in regards to
If I don't lean on the mic, it doesn't fall.
the very show we're talking about.
Oh? What do you have?
Yeah.
What do you got? What's
end.
there? Oh? What about
This
it?
is exciting news. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready. What's going on?
Are y'all ready?
I'm in.
As long as nothing funky happens,
Which has been known to happen with us in our show because we're awesome like that.
on February 13th, on our podcast.
Is that a Friday?
It's a Wednesday, you dipshit. On February 13th, we are going to have the pretty man himself, Steve Silverman, as well as 3 of the cast members of The Inn on our podcast. We will be welcoming Steve Silverman, Mark Gant, Denise Alexander, and Crystal Chappelle herself onto the podcast on Wednesday, February 13th to talk about The Inn. So, barring any divine intervention to make that not happen, that is going to be happening, and we are very, very excited about that. Tell your friends.
Really? The day
It's
before
happening.
Valentine's Day? We're getting scary shit.
What?
Yeah. It's the day before Valentine's Day. It's like Black Wednesday.
Oh, is it?
And we're getting stuff on the Inn. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it, too.
Also,
African American Wednesday. I'm excited. It's always fun when Steve is on the show. We are huge fans of Denise Alexander. We love Mark Gant to death. And, of course, we go way back with Crystal Chappelle. So, it's going to be like old home week and chilling out week. It should be a lot of fun.
ooh. So wait, here's a quick. Who is all going to New York? Because we're not. But who's all going? Because I just saw that the Bloody Mary crew, or at least Darren, will be on the plane to New York that day. Because it takes 24 hours or some craziness to get there across
We're
the
trying
pond.
to get to New York.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to happen.
let me just pull like $450 out of my ass. Let's see. So Greg, Barry, Karen, Rick, Ragged Isle folks,
Kayla and Nate are
Kayla
going to be there.
and Nate, James, the makeup dude who is nominated for Pretty. Bunch of thirsting people. Pretty folks. Ooh, Dee Freeman. We still have not met her or Michael Taylor. Why is it? See, everybody goes to New York.
I know. We hope that we have a
Ooh.
windfall of cash land in our laps so we can go to New York.
Erica the Succubi will be there.
What?
Erica the Succubi.
I want to go meet Darren and everybody.
I want to meet Derek too.
Okay. Before we talk about some other news and things that are happening in the web series world, let's get right to
I'm
it.
just gonna crush my face on the mic.
Let's get right to it and show a trailer.
Wait, I'm having my I'm not going to New York moment.
Are we done?
It's sad. All right, we done. Woo!
The first one that we want to talk about is something new from Tello Films. Now, yes, it is going to be part of Tello Premium.
Oh,
which is
this
behind a paywall, but I think it's going to be funny, and we appreciate what Tello Films are doing in their way of creating, funding and creating content for their fans, and creating a way that creators can continue to do what they love best. This is a therapy show.
And Tello merged with one more lesbian.
So this is going to be an interesting show. It is called Gay Street Therapy, and this is their trailer.
I'm Julie Goldman.
I'm Brandy Howard.
And we're doing something new. We're doing something different. We're doing something...
What is it?
Horrors are hot.
We found a few fans of horrors
right?
tonight.
Yes. Right? Oh, yes. Yes, horrors are hot.
You're jonesing for me.
I want you.
Oh my God, you're
wanna
so
make love
confident in
to you.
yourself.
I would love to make love to you right now.
You could tell people that you love to have sex while people are on their periods.
Yeah. Give me my, what is
That's
it
a
called?
great idea.
My red wings.
Is there something we can help? Love advice, relationship advice, any kind. That's what we're here for. What can we help you with, Antonia? I'm yelling at you.
All right, let's give some advice.
Right? Your advice is good.
My advice is great.
Your
Just no one
advice is
takes
good.
it.
I take it.
You're right, you do.
That's why my life is so good.
Yeah.
It's going to be cute, I think.
I would be terrified if I was pulled into that.
I know.
You're like,
Me
hey,
too.
you're out having a good time. Come to the limo. Let's have a therapy session.
Let's talk.
Woo! So how are you doing?
Sometimes it's like popcorn.
How are you doing?
So, we've got some really good ones to show you tonight, and some behind the scenes stuff, and some from some familiar faces and others not. Now, this next one that I want to show you actually came out in August 2011.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 3 episodes.
No. No.
And they were Webby nominated, but we just found them. And we figured if we just found them, then a lot of you probably haven't found them yet either. It's a web series that was done by AMC.
Really?
Yes, the AMC
oh,
of
wait.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, okay.
And it was really good. Like I said, there's 3 episodes out. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, you should. They're still up on their website. This is the trailer for The Trivial Pursuit of Arthur Banks.
He's neurotic,
I've done something terrible.
narcissistic,
I think we might be in love.
What makes you think it's gonna work out this time, Arthur?
The sex is better.
non-committal,
Arthur, I want a family.
Get a kitten. Save a kitten. Get a kitten with cancer.
Arthur Banks
I'm thinking!
needs a little help getting his affairs in order. Adam Goldberg, Jeffrey Tambor, The Trivial Pursuits of Arthur Banks. Only online. Go to amctv.com.
I love Jeffrey Tambor. He's awesome. I like him a lot.
Adam Goldberg is pretty funny, too.
You know what? He's sort of an acquired taste. I either like him in what he does or I don't. At all.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I want to start a discussion.
Should I put up the other logo?
No. Everybody's been talking about House of Cards,
Yes.
which we all know is coming to Netflix,
Yes.
and how it's going to change the landscape of web series.
Wait a minute. I've heard that before.
Have you?
I
yeah.
think so.
Now, I can understand why there's so much excitement around House of Cards. It's an original series on Netflix. They're going to release everything all at once. But here's the thing. Is House of Cards a web series as we have come to know it? Or is it simply an original television program airing on a different distribution platform?
Well, that would depend on what your definition of is.
But it's an interesting discussion to have.
Well, no, I agree. I'm just saying, like, we still haven't figured out what a web series is.
No, I would agree, Seth. I don't think the all-at-once model makes sense, but for Netflix, it kind of does.
Well, Netflix, but it's because it's Netflix, and most people.
My question derives itself from
enjoy Netflix, like it all at once.
Is there a difference between web video and web television / web series?
Okay, well, what is your definition?
When they talk about general web video, that could be anything.
Right, what is your definition of web video, though?
This program, House of Cards, was shot to HBO. It was shot to the regular television networks, and Netflix outbid for it. So does that all of a sudden make House of Cards a web series?
Well, wait, is it like a pilot that's been cut up?
No, it's a series.
Okay, but its episodes are how long?
But it was always intended to be on television.
Okay, so how long are its episodes? 30 minutes long?
Roughly, I think.
Okay, then in technicality,
and if a web series,
I would say it's web video.
It's web video.
It's not a web series.
But are we going to make a distinction, or should we, over whether or not a series was intended only to be shown on the web?
Well, I think there should. I mean, if you go into it, clearly they went into House of Cards to make it a show on HBO, Showtime, AMC, whatever. They wanted a network. They wanted a cable network, whatever. So for me, that says your intention and everything you had going into it was not ever truly to be distributed on the web.
Because if all it takes is for it to be a series of more than one episodes and distributed via the internet, then any show that you watch on Hulu
is now a web series?
Is now a web series. Which makes Revenge a web series, or Scandal a web series, Good Wife is a web series. They're all a web series the minute you watch them on Hulu. And they're not. They're not. Well, and nobody would say that they were.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The basis of House of Cards was not ever to be a web distributed series. It was to be a television and or cable and or higher paid network distributed series. So if the bid got won by Netflix and it's only going to be shown on the web or on demand,
then one would think it would be a web series.
Well, no, it's still considered web video in my opinion and in my definition, because
I mean, are we going to see House of Cards sweep the Streamies in the IWTV Awards next year?
I don't know, because it was never intended for the web. Like, my definition of a web series is when you go into the production of anything, but your first distribution and your initial means is for it to be on the web, for the web, shown only on the web, not owned by Netflix or anybody like that, not distributed by a major network. It's for the people, by the people, as you want it, no matter where you come from, for the web. Online only. That to me is a web series.
And it is semantics and it isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is a discussion that we need to have. Because Booth at the End and H+ the digital series were created for the web. I mean, if we're going to say that anything that's distributed exclusively on the web is now a web series, I'm cool with that. If we're going to say that any series of shows that is shown on the web or distributed via the web now becomes a web series, then that means those of us in the space, creating in the space, are going to be competing with
ABC,
NBC,
Fox,
CBS, and any other network who allows their shows to be shown on
TNT,
Hulu.
ABC, TBS,
Because that
FX.
makes them all web series. Because they're distributed via the web. Or they're transmedia because they're multi-platform.
See, and that's the other thing, Riley. No, that's a good question. If your web series is a web series in the U.S., but you sell rights to international television markets, is it still considered a web series?
And somebody brought it up on Facebook the other day. They said, so does this mean House of Cards is going to sweep the Streamies in the IWTV Awards next year?
I don't know.
Probably.
Possibly. If they submit for original web content,
probably, and
the generalizations of the categories are left in extremely broad terms.
What does that mean?
Then yes.
Does that mean that Hollywood can make these huge, massive budget series go straight to Netflix and be considered a web series exactly like all the other web series in the space? Ostensibly, yes.
Well, I see at that I would say no, because for me, if you go to Netflix, that's like going to TNT. Right now, it's like, okay, we're gonna put it on Hulu, or we're gonna put it on Hulu Plus, and we're gonna put it on Crackle HD, and we're gonna put it on Netflix. Well, guess what? In order to see those things, I have to pay a subscription, and I also get movies and television with that. So essentially, you're a network on a different kind of viewing platform, but you're still a
Seth,
network.
I would say that All My Children and One Life to Live count as a web series because they are being made for the web. Now, do I necessarily agree with their distribution platform that it should only be Hulu, Hulu Plus, and iTunes? No, I don't, because it creates, and let me tell you why,
they're shooting themselves in the foot.
An uneven audience tier.
Right.
Because that's saying that everybody in the United States gets to watch it for free, but if you're outside the United States, you have to buy it from iTunes. I think that is inherently unfair from the jump. I say that as somebody who can watch it for free here and has every intention of doing so.
Right. I think a web series really is about its exclusivity.
Oh, and
like
I'm not
somebody
dissing,
said.
Riley, don't take me wrong. I'm not dissing the platform of Netflix.
No.
But
It's a
I
successful
do not consider
platform.
Netflix the same as Coldcast.
No.
Or Just the Story. Or any of the other online networks like Blip.
Oh, no.
Because they're not. Netflix, to me, is more like Hulu.
And not everybody can get Netflix.
And not everybody can get that.
I think you
not
can only get it in.
Pay the monthly fee for that. To me, Netflix is like an online cable channel.
Yeah, it's U.S., Canada, and I think the UK.
If they had a lot of content that I wanted to watch, would I pay for a Netflix account? Absolutely.
Probably. My parents just got it and they love it because they can watch things that they can't watch
Netflix
anymore.
Is doing. They're bringing. I want to see House of Cards. I have every intention of watching it and reviewing it on this show.
The discussion is not about dissing a platform or anything. It's about what defines what a web series is versus content that comes to the web that may or may not have been intended for the web or is only allowed for free to anybody in the U.S. but nobody else. Because to me, a web series is available to everybody.
As far as All My Children and One Life to Live go, I think they are making an inherent misstep. Because soap fans are all over the world, not just in the United States. And I think you're cutting off your nose to spite your face by making the show more difficult to get for non-American viewers.
Well, hold on. You have to preface this because we had this discussion about Star Wars and Disney. There's not a problem about anybody buying or viewing or downloading AMC or One Life to Live because you're tried and true fans of the genre and you're tried and true fans of the show will watch it no matter where the hell it is. If it was broadcast from the moon and you had to pay $100 to do so, most likely you're still going to get a core group that's going to pay that money to do it.
Oh, sure.
The business model that you have to shoot for is everybody else. What's going to make it lucrative for those non-core fans who might still enjoy the genre or remember it because they watched it with their grandmother?
In order for All My Children and One Life to Live to be successful,
glom on to that.
What she's trying to say is in order for them to be successful, they have to expand beyond the hardcore soap fans of those two shows that brought it back.
Mm-hmm. Or they're not going to last.
Expand, or they won't last.
It'll be a fluke.
And in order to expand, you have to open your market. In order to open your market, you don't close your market.
Right.
Unless they have every intention of selling it to international markets. But if you're going to do that, really, they should be launching it all at once.
Yeah.
This piecemeal kind of thing that's coming out from them is weird.
I don't know. I think the problem I think that's coming about is that the bigger studios and the bigger networks and the bigger platforms are getting involved in this space because online is now becoming first screen viewing for a lot of people, especially for the up and coming generations. It's the difference between April and I, and she didn't grow up with a dishwasher and I did, so I expect to have one in the house. You know what I mean? Like, you never hand washed your dishes. You had a dishwasher no, not so much. We didn't have a dishwasher, so we hand washed our dishes. It's no different. I grew up with technology. I had technology in my household from the day I was born that a lot of people did not have, never had ever. And even now, everybody that's born in this current century has 5 TVs, 4 or 5 computers, smartphones, and everything else already ingrained in what they have to do in society. So, of course, your first screen is now becoming your computer, your phone, your tablet. You know, it's not becoming your TV. Your TV is something you play video games on, or, hey, we're home, so let's watch. We're all in the same room. Let's watch it on the big screen. Because I have it on Netflix, and I can transfer it to I don't know, because, again.
But I will say that this is an interesting ongoing discussion to have, and it's not going to be solved or figured out anytime soon. It's kind of like, you know, saying that you're going to see web series in 2013 or 2014 that have budgets of $250 million. Sure, by the studios.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be average cost, and it's certainly not going to be prevalent. Moving on.
Oh, okay. We're moving on?
I think we need to.
I was just going to say, and a lot of us
Go
don't
ahead.
use unions. I know we don't, to make this show. And so I don't have to
Will
pay.
it fit through a series of tubes?
I don't have to pay those costs, and I understand where some of the millions come from in studios because they have to use a certain percentage of things in accordance with their guilds and laws and blah, blah, blah. But I would still say the average cost of a web series is under $1 million for most people.
Yeah.
You know? And anybody who gets a budget over that is
And Seth is right. We can't
gonna be
figure
better.
anything out in this space, so we're not going to figure this out.
right.
anytime
Like,
soon.
why would we? Whatever.
But it's an interesting discussion to have.
It is, and the definitions are going to change
Kinda
very
need to
quickly.
move on.
No, I'm just saying the definitions are going to change very
Horny
quickly. We have
toad.
2 hours.
We don't have to go 2 hours.
We're
we have trailers
good.
to show. Let's do it.
Either way.
The next one that I want to show you is one I am personally extremely excited over. It is a documentary web series, and yes, the trailer, before you even tell me, because I know how you all are, the trailer has a spelling error at the end. Forget about it. This trailer is moving. And emotional.
See,
and
Riley has the point. I will not bring it up again, but Riley says the key is on the tech side to keep the bandwidth like Switzerland and not let anybody make shows that stream faster and better and at cost.
Right, but you know we're headed that way.
Oh, totally, because we gotta make money. We gotta make money.
But can we move on to the trailers
Go
now?
ahead.
Okay.
It's a beautiful trailer, and
This
it's heartwarming.
is a show called Be Good.
Oh, this one.
It is coming in February of 2013. You can find them at begoodseries.wordpress.com. I found myself surprisingly moved by the trailer and really wanting to see this show and really wanting to follow it on its journey and see how possibly watching this show might change me as a person too. This is the trailer. When she's done typing, we'll actually show it.
I am ready.
This
Don't
is
even
the
start.
trailer for Be Good.
I've always wanted to be a good person, and I looked up to you for that.
Well, really? Thank you. That's a very nice compliment. Thank you.
I come from a lot of love, and I know that's part of why I'm able to do the work I do, because there's a very strong foundation of knowing how to love and knowing that I am loved.
All the popular girls are so pretty, so perfect, basically. And then, well, there's girls like me.
It's embarrassing. Have you ever been evicted? Well, here's what happens. You get evicted, you show up, and all your stuff is out on the lawn. And your friends are like, Doug, you're getting evicted? I'm like, no, having a garage sale.
I like criticism. It pushes me. But if it comes out of a negative space, it did affect me. That was the bullying to me.
My mother always believed very much in being comfortable with any group of people whatsoever.
Can you imagine being taken out of a solid area you've been living all your life, that you've been living for decades? And then, of course, when you were taken out of these specific areas, you weren't taken as a community. Oh, no.
And I walked up and I said, Grandma, you look beautiful. And she said, Megan, everything in life is beautiful.
So life's not as peachy as it is. And then here I come talking about, like, well, it never was. But be happy, you know what I mean?
It's growth as a person, as a human, learning each lesson, taking that lesson to the next level.
The good in life is valuing our journey. The good in life is valuing the journey of the other.
Every day it's recommitting. What's your purpose? Why are you here? What have you been given and what can you do with it?
Strange enough, we never saw another race or a color because we saw each other as another person, another friend.
How do you contribute to making change? How do you contribute to making it better for everybody?
The way we all look, we're all different. To the way we think, we're all different. It's really cool, you get to be unique. And I like in this world that you're not just basically a clone of somebody else. You're your own person.
To me, that's what a good person does. They remind our humanity, our race, that despite all the economic craziness, despite all the suffering, despite all the pain, despite the loss, that there's beauty, that there's happiness, that there is hope. And that's the person that I want to be. That's the contribution I want to make to the world.
Just keep what you're doing. Don't ever change.
I think that is going to be such a good show. And the premise of the show is that it asks average, everyday people, what does it mean to be a good person? And I think that is an important question. And I think the series is going to be really, really good. I'm quite looking forward to it. I found that today, and I watched the trailer twice, and I was surprisingly moved both times, and I think it's going to be very, very good. So please go to begoodseries.wordpress.com. Leave them a message or an email and let them know that you heard about them right here on Indie Intertube, and we will certainly be reviewing that show when it launches next month. What'd you think?
That's awesome.
Right?
That's
Is that not like a really moving trailer?
Nothing else really. I mean, you just like Steve said, you watch it and you kind of sit there and you're like, wow, that was just.
I wish I'd have thought of it.
Their trailer. That series is going to be so beautiful. I want to send it to every social network. Right? Make sure you watch this.
Yeah.
If you do nothing else in life. See, guys, I want to go hug my mom.
Right, I wish I could hug my mom, but my mom was a good person, and there are good people in this world. And it makes me think, well, what makes them good? What do we do that's good?
Right.
It's an interesting series, and it's once again shows you the power of the space and what we can do when we have that kind of freedom. The next thing we're going to show you is funny. It's coming from Vancouver-based web series Standard Action.
You just had to show that whole scene that everyone's like, wow, what am I doing with life?
Yeah. It's coming from Vancouver-based web series Standard Action. Yay! And it is behind the scenes bloopers. Check it out.
Standard Action Random Encounter 1, Scene 2 Alpha, Take 2, A and B camera mark.
Be sexy!
No, that's a lie! Ha ha ha! Yes!
That was the truth. You're not very good.
You're lying again!
No, Fernando, I'm telling the truth.
Another lie!
Fernando, it's the truth.
You're lying!
Fernando, listen, it's the truth.
You're not very good at lying, you know that?
B camera mark.
Lie.
Truth.
Lie? Truth. Lie. Truth!
It's gonna take a lot more than full contact badger frisbee to cheer me up.
You're lying.
I'm telling the truth. You're not very good.
Do I have free will, or are we just the playthings of some higher consciousness, rolling the dice with our lives, if you will? And if so, are my dice green?
Do I answer that?
Frame.
Sorry.
Action.
Heard that.
We should go and find a set of hot coals to walk over. No, beds of nails. We should go and find hot coals to walk over. Beds of snails. We should go and find hot coals to walk over. No, beds of snails to walk over. Damn me, mother line. There we go. We should go and find hot coals to walk over. No, beds of nails to sleep on.
Speak right, Joanna. Cut!
I love standard action.
I love that show, and I feel like every time I see them, because I know they shoot in parts of Vancouver.
It makes me miss Vancouver.
It makes me miss Vancouver, but I also I don't know how Vanessa can deal with the fact that each one of them is wearing something involving leather, and because they film where they film, I'm sure it's wet all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that she manages to keep the costumes in such a fantastic condition. Because holy crap. Not cool. Not cool.
So that one, I don't know why that was out of sync.
I don't know.
And I'm hoping that we're not going to be anymore.
Because it's special. And it was
speaking
it's our
of
blooper for a blooper.
Speaking of Vancouver, the next trailer that I want to share with you is from another web series based out of Vancouver. It has been created and directed by and written by Ren Kennedy, and she is also the star. Mm-hmm. You can find it at facebook.com/little-mish.
What?
That little-miss-mania.
Oh, hold on. What's going on?
I don't know. It's just sirens. Why do we care?
Because there's more than one? I just want to make sure they're not stopping at the house.
No.
We good? Okay.
So it's called Little Miss Mania. Ooh. And it has a very, very interesting premise. And we'll talk a little bit more about that after we see the trailer. And I will tell you that this is one of several this week that, like Be Good, that I think is going to be outstanding. And that when I found the trailer, I was very excited about what I saw. So this is the trailer for Little Miss Mania.
I have been pulled through my life by a kind of faith I've never completely understood.
So, Karen, what can I do for you?
I need to remember what I knew in that hospital.
What do you remember?
There'd always been screaming in my dreams, but in that place, the screams were real.
Dr. Siva referred you. He's a psychiatrist.
Yeah, I know. I'm just here to deliver a message.
What kind of message? Are you human, Miss Kennedy?
Melbourne. I'll tell you what I see.
To remember, we must go back. But I'll be there with you. Let's go back.
Right? Now, for all of those who jumped to the conclusion that it was sci-fi right off the bat, let me read to you the synopsis of Little Miss Mania. Little Miss Mania is the story of Karen Kennedy, a woman in her 30s coming to terms with a recent diagnosis of bipolar disorder. Between the medication, the medical experts, and the stigma of mental illness, she would crumble were it not for the feelings of invincibility and clarity she's been experiencing. Dr. Siva calls it mania, but for Karen it feels like waking up and suddenly understanding her purpose in life. With the help of Dr. Romanecki, her kid sister Anjali, and her father Michael, Karen rediscovers her voice, chooses her podium, and finds the courage to tell her story. I am more intrigued by it than ever after reading the synopsis now 3 or 4 times. I'm in. I'm all in from the trailer. And the show's shot in Vancouver or in BC. And I'm very excited about this. I think it looks amazing. And I'm very pulled into that, aren't you?
Yeah. Especially now with the synopsis, I'm going, okay, where are we going with that?
Yeah. It's fascinating. Like I said, their Facebook is facebook.com/little-miss-mania. If you're looking forward to it or you liked what you saw in the trailer, please tell them that you heard about them right here on Indie Intertube. Did we get the trailer for Crypto Historians?
Yes.
We did?
Yes.
Okay, this is a long trailer because it is a fundraising video. But it is so interesting. They're about to start crowdfunding.
Yeah, I was watching that over your
interesting
shoulder.
to me because I know that we have a lot of sci-fi fans and viewers that watch our show. And a lot of Star Trek fans and viewers who watch our show. And because of that, I wanted to show you this. It's steampunk. It's called Crypto Historians, and it has a very unique pedigree. This is the fundraising video for Crypto Historians.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Diggs. You may not recognize my face. You may not know my name. But for the better part of 20 years, I've been fortunate enough to make my living as a screenwriter in Hollywood. While I've worked on several independent projects, I'm still best known for the work I've done on 2 of the most beloved science fiction series in television history, Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Star Trek not only defined science fiction in an entirely new way, it defined the hopes, the dreams, and the aspirations of an entire generation. It encouraged us to expand our imaginations, to dream big, to boldly go where no one had gone before. And that's why I've come before you today, to embark on a new science fiction adventure. A web series unlike anything that has ever been seen before. Imagine a time when steam power ruled the world. Imagine our world when gas lamps lit the streets of London. When the brilliant illuminary imaginations of H.G. Wells and Jules Verne took us first to the moon, made men invisible, and brought a horde of Martians to invade our precious planet Earth. The Crypto Historians is a sprawling space and time adventure that follows H.G. Wells and a brave but secret band of historians as they fight to save the planet Earth from the greatest threats they have ever faced. This is the world of the Crypto Historians. This is a secret that threatens the existence of every man, woman, and child on this planet. We know that history is a lie.
Everything that H.G. Wells wrote about was true. The time machine, the island of Dr. Moreau, even the War of the Worlds. We can use the secrets of H.G. Wells and Nikola Tesla to continue the work they started, and if necessary, follow them into the past.
Do you mean to say that to save the future, we must alter the past?
What are you guys? CIA? FBI? Homeland Security?
No, man. We're historians.
Crypto historians.
That was just a glimpse of things to come with the crypto historians. Our future is in their hands. But the future of this project is in yours. Under ordinary circumstances, filmmaking is a very expensive endeavor. Transporting you to another place in time to fully realize a Victorian-era parlor, or the war-torn sands of Mars, or the interior of an interstellar airship is very costly indeed. And that's why we are asking for your help. On behalf of myself, my staff, the entire House of Diggs family, I want to thank you for your time and for your future support. Remember, our future is in your hands.
Now, see, you guys need to give them feedback. If if you have a question about female characters, as we do, you need to send them feedback. They haven't even started fundraising yet.
Right.
So, excuse me.
Seeps.
Ooh.
Bet
So, we need to let them know. Moving on from there.
Woo! Good premise, though.
It is a good premise. It is a good premise. Moving on to there. I have to tell you that this next one cracked me up. And the trailer cracked me up so much, I went and watched the episodes, and they cracked me up even more. This show is hilarious. It is being shown on the Webisodes Network.
Is this the one?
Yeah, it is called Golden California.
This is great.
It is about a fake travel show. Or a bumbling travel show, or however you want to put it. And you can find them at facebook.com/GoldenCali. Go Golden, Golden, Cali, Cali, all one word. And really, the best way to just to show you the trailer and tell you to go watch the episodes. This thing is hilarious. This is the trailer for Golden California.
I'm your host, Herb Hendricks. Well, I'm Herb Hendricks. I'm Herb Hendricks, of course. You know what? Nature amazes me. Look at this rock. Would you look at this? There's a tumbleweed. It's a tug of war. We've got frogs and we got turtles. Don't forget the catfish. I'm Mr. Bird. This is the California ant. Lizard, 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 lizard. Hey, come on there. You can come across many interesting people, such as this woman. You smell a lot like cheese. Stand a little bit in front of me. Sir? Hi. Someone needs a chicken pot pie. Are you actually inside, or you like in India? You have a permit to film here? I speak a little bit of Spanish. Oh! God! We're here in Modoc National Park, right outside of Hollywood, Antelope Valley Poppy Fields, L.A. River, Joshua Tree. We're in Death Valley National Park. Oh!
Okay, I have to say the one episode that I did catch over your shoulder was freaking hilarious.
Oh, about the poppy field?
Yes. We're here at the wrong time of year. No poppies.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Woo!
And you can find them at goldencali.com. Check that out. That's their website. It's from the creators of Antique America. It premiered January 3rd. It's on YouTube. Their website is a Tumblr. You really need to check it out because it is hilarious. And I cannot even explain to you how damn funny it is. And yes, Rob, you were right about they do have a tribute on their website to him. But the show is blisteringly funny. And I think that you guys would love it. And you should definitely check it out. Because that Poppy episode will suck you right in. It really, really will. We've got only a few more to show you, so we're not going to go 2 hours tonight. We're going to go, I don't know, about an hour and a half.
We still have reviews, though.
Yeah, so let's get to those. Let's talk about Fumbling.
Oh, you want to talk about reviews and then just trailer it out for the evening?
Yeah, let's talk about Fumbling.
Let's talk about... I love this show. God, Julie does such a great job with this show. I love it.
And it's your responsibility to review these episodes, so go ahead.
I just want to say that Julie has such... I don't know how she does it, but she manages to pull what she does from every actor in her complement. And I forget that I'm watching it on YouTube. I forget that I'm watching it online, if that makes any sense. Which you should. I feel you should. A good show, you should forget whatever platform it is that you're watching it on because you're so focused on the show. Exactly. That I'll sit there and lean back and go, oh shit, I'm not in the living room. Whoa, okay, I gotta walk across the house to get a drink. But no, it was the last 3 episodes, 7, 8, 9. And I can't even, because I'll spoil it if you haven't seen it. But all of the little intricacies of how everyone's interwoven with each other that we didn't know before, I love, especially between Shara and Stella. And we see that Vince has a brother. And now Ellie has a sister-in-law. That's I don't think she ever expected that, really. I don't think she ever thought that Barb would be in that complement of her family.
Oh, probably not.
But Christian LeBlanc plays Bruce, which is Vince's brother. And his scenes with Robert Mafia are epic. They're beautiful. And I love in episode 8 when Christian LeBlanc, who plays Bruce, like I said, is saying to his brother Vince that he wants to be a better brother by coming up behind him after Vince has thrown something across his desk and basically headbutts him in between the shoulders. And just like, I want to be a better brother.
Oh, so my computer's rebooting.
Oh, that's awesome. How'd that happen?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I love it. You gotta watch the show. And I want to know why do I have to wait, Julie? Why can't I have just season 3 tomorrow? Why? Waiting. You can't leave it on that kind of note. You can't leave it with Stella and Shard just running into a 30-mile turn on her. I wonder if that's Diane's bike, though.
I was wondering that, too.
She rides up on that bike with the sidecar, and I was like, hey, is that hers? Because that thing's epic. That's a classic right there. But yeah. Waiting, Julie. Waiting.
Don't make her wait too long, Julie.
There was Vegas. Vegas was mentioned. And waiting. Didn't get to see you in Vegas, Julie. Won't get to see you in New York. Why is there no season 3 tomorrow? Waiting. Need it now. Right now.
Why don't you go ahead and review Standard Action since I'm still rebooting?
You're still rebooting?
Yeah.
Why don't you review Divinity?
The computer had a problem.
And then I will review Standard Action. Are we going to do that together?
No, you're doing Standard Action.
Oh, okay. Love the costume upgrades. I'm missing. Okay, we've moved on to Standard Action. Just so you know.
Lane change.
No blinker. But I'm missing Edda's fur cowl. And this is the episode 0, 1, and 2. 2 came out on the 22nd, I believe, of this month, so we should get a new episode soon. Waiting.
And Standard Action, good friends of the show.
Love Standard Action, and I hope Joanna and Vanessa and all the rest of everyone involved with that show catches this show, because your show is so damn cute. And I wasn't really sure where you were going with it, but now that we've gotten to where we're going, I'm wondering how you're going to bring it all back. You just got to watch the show. The bloopers should have given you a small taste of the awesomeness of the show.
But they're doing a give you a headache on another plane thing.
Multiple planes. We're in multiple planes of existence, and we don't know where Wendy shot off to yet.
Right.
We've seen everybody but Wendy. We even saw the merchant. But I didn't see where Wendy shot. I don't think I missed it. Unless that was her. Unless she got knocked unconscious. I'm not sure what. Yeah. Gotta watch this show. No, but again, I the first episode was so funny because they were clearly in a forest area that's about to be cleared because all of the trees had been stripped of the bark and limbs. And it really brightened up the scene from what we're used to seeing with the show because they do film in the forests of British Columbia. And I was like, oh, look, it's so bright. It's actually dry, and they're having fun, and that looks a little warm. Maybe it was warm that day. And then, of course, in the next episode, it's rainy, and you can hear the rain. And I'm like, all that leather is getting wet and gross and heavy. And, man, those guys take one for the team every time they film. Because then you had typical Pacific Northwest weather. Gray, rainy, dark green, fog. Don't have to use a fog machine in BC, y'all. One ominous forest, that's the place to go. But I want them back on the show. Talking to you.
Yeah, we should have them back on the show. I was just saying that it's good to have Rob and Tanya in the chat room. And
now if we can only get some shit from them.
Just get some content from them, it would be awesome sauce.
Waiting. Still waiting.
I think that would be really, really good.
Still
because we missed them and we missed seeing them in Vegas. Oh, we didn't get to see them in Vegas.
I get to see them in Vegas.
They could have shared in our loss. Damn it!
They could have shared in a lot of things, and I'm sure they would have shared their flu.
20 weeks of content. Woo! Yeah.
Okay, but when are you back? Waiting.
Let's show a trailer, shall we?
No, you gotta review.
Okay, you want to review?
No,
Divinity
we're
right now?
reviewing. We're
Okay.
reviewing. See,
I
can't
have
done.
got notes about Divinity.
Dude. See, I don't want to talk
Okay,
about the shows that I
so
reviewed because it'll spoil everything
We're
if
going
you
to
haven't
talk
seen
about Divinity Season 3, Episodes 2 and 3. I have to say, and I say it all the time to myself,
yes,
the new opening credits are amazing.
So good.
They're
oh,
so good.
That was the other thing I was going to say. For all of the shows that we've reviewed in this little segment, each of them has changed their credits for the betterment of their show. I do have to say, Standard Action, Fumbling, and Divinity have actually improved upon their show just by improving their credits, which is weird because I didn't think they were bad to begin with on any of the fronts. So, but yeah, for whatever reason, the opening for Divinity is
I agree with Tom. They're
classic
beautiful.
soap.
They're soap. They're
They're
glamorous. They're just incredibly gorgeous.
It harkens back to
opening
Knots
credits.
Landing for me. I'm
Really
like,
does.
look at that.
Really does.
I remember when soaps took that much time. Or remember the original One Life? How that used to all go across?
They really are beautiful. And I want to say, too, that I think Divinity has really upped their game this season.
Yes.
On the show. And I am going to go out on a limb, and I am going to say that I think, after watching these 3 episodes, that I think Divinity is defining what it means to be a web soap. Over and above any other web soap, I think Divinity is defining the genre for me. I loved the scene with Michael Caruso and Maxwell Caulfield. Didn't you?
Yes.
That was an incredibly good scene.
He's a fucking
have
jewelry designer.
Tremendous chemistry. And
have fun.
Bye. They have tremendous chemistry. Can you take care of that?
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of made me wish that Maxwell Caulfield was playing Jason's actual father.
Yeah.
They have some great guest stars this season. Now, I just think Michael looks like Maxwell. And I think that, and I told Michael that tonight. But let's talk about Robin Riker. Man, did she do a great job in episode 2. My favorite quote was, "There is no such thing as peace when there's a divinity in the room." Among other quotes.
Now, you like the one with her and Bianca. You
I
like
it when
the
she
scene
said, well, by
between
all
her and
means,
Bianca.
fuck with me.
I don't know why, but Robin scares...
and Catherine just said it, Robin was great.
Robin Riker scares the shit out of me. But there's some sort of like twisted web series celebrity deathmatch going on in my head right now between Robin Riker and, oh my god, I just blanked on Thurston. Dirty Sexy Trouble. Dirty Sexy Trouble.
Mama Sneed.
Yes. Oh my god.
Colleen Zank.
Yes. Colleen Zank. Oh my god. My brain. But yes, there's a celebrity death match in my head going on right now between Robin Riker of Divinity and Colleen Zank of Thurston. And I'm like, this is awesome.
Really? Is this guy going to be back again?
Is he back? Cool.
Yeah.
He can be back all he wants to be back. Oh, sorry. Can't come back now. Oh, yeah.
Block him.
I did.
Right, Riley? Now let's talk a bit about Andrew Regis. Now, I think he needs to be very, very careful when he starts to take on Jason. Because as we saw in the progression to episode 3, Jason can be an asshole. And He's going to be taking him on. Now, I love the fact that when Jason insulted Lara, she said, "Thank God you're back to normal." But your favorite line came in the argument between Andrew Regis and Jason DeVanity. And I don't really think right now would be a time to repeat that line that you liked so much. Do you?
You know what? We're an adult
sort of family show.
I will say in this moment that if you do not like certain expletives, whatever. If you don't like swearing, you probably shouldn't listen to the next 20 seconds, because swear to God, the best part between the two brothers DeVanity is when Kyle Louder, goes, Laura, he's awake. It's a miracle. And brings the door closed and goes, man, this is so good. It makes me sick. And Michael goes, me too, motherfucker. It's just his delivery, and that the scene between the both of them is just beautiful. And again, for whatever reason, that episode was one of those episodes that made me forget what I was watching. So it was like, hey, I'm not in the living room. Oh wait, this isn't on SoapNet. Kind of a thing. I was like, that was really good. I don't know why. Oh wait, they're swearing. So of course not.
And I said this to Michael tonight. I like Lara and Jason together, and I hated seeing him be mean to her. But I was glad that he made a choice. And before I talk a bit about that, I love the fact that Alex doesn't care how Portia was born.
Yep.
And I love the fact that we have a DeVanity baby shower coming.
Oh,
that's going to be fun.
Multiple.
Right. I know that Lara deserved everything Jason said to her, but I like them together. And dude, you guys have no idea how hard tonight on the phone I tried to get it out of Michael Caruso what Isabel had done. Did I not try?
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
And that's true. Lara deserved everything Jason said to her.
She did, but she didn't.
And what?
She did everything out of love.
Michael, what did Isabel do?
I want to know what she did.
What
he won't tell me.
did she do?
He won't tell me. He will not tell me. And I was like, bastard. We're not going to find out until later. And it's driving me crazy. Although he said it was bad.
Like, what? Did she kill his father? Like, what
I don't know.
it?
But I am dying to find out. And it's all of these things and the discussion that can come up around this kind of stuff that make me love DeVanity and know that DeVanity is defining soaps for the web. Over and above any other web soap that I've seen, DeVanity creates this kind of discussion. And it's amazing. And I agree with Riley. Jason doesn't come with clean hands either.
No.
Not by any stretch. None of them do. So it's going to be interesting to see where he's going. DeVanity has certainly grown up this season. Now, I can't wait until Wednesday and next Sunday when we're going to be reviewing Haywire and Thurston and a couple of other shows that we have been waiting on. But I had to get that out about DeVanity because I think now, were there some sound issues at episode 3? Yes. Was there a makeup faux pas, in my personal opinion, in episode 2? Yes. Or was that episode 3? Might have been episode 3.
It was with Robin.
Robin and Katie.
Yeah, I think that was 3. Wait, was that 3
But those
or 4?
are small
3.
complaints to have with a show this good.
And it wasn't, and because Michael said that either some people like the makeup or don't like the makeup. It wasn't that we didn't like the makeup. It was just that there was a weird discoloration blend in Katie's makeup. And I was like, did she get a sunburn?
Yeah. I kind of am offended by being called fat. I've lost 40 pounds. Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. I'm a weird obese person.
No, they were talking about me.
Well, I'm not a redhead.
No, that would be me.
Yeah. So they said, who is the redhead in the weird obese,
You're tiny.
Idiot. So let it go, man. We have trolls. That's like where we've gotten to. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
So
if you don't have 2, you need 4.
At.
If you don't got 4, you need 8.
Kudos to DeVanity on a fantastic 3rd season so far.
Haters are haters because they don't have things that they want in life
Speaking of
anymore.
web soaps, there is a new series from the creator of a web soap that we liked here on this show, and that was Breaking Point, and the creator was Karen Hayes. She has a new show coming up, and this is the teaser trailer.
Oh, it is?
For Entangled.
Oh, this one.
It is.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry,
What
that's
else
all
do
you
you want?
What I want is for you to get out. You can't just apologize for giving somebody VD, Craig.
Alicia, you act like the shit is permanent. Didn't I pay for the antibiotics?
Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I really want to apologize for what you heard. I mean, we can't even seem to be in the same room without arguing.
No, it's all good. I get it. From the little bit I heard, it seemed justified.
Oh, no. It wasn't at all what you thought. It really wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said anything.
No. It's all right. There's no disease.
Oh, it's none of my business. Unless, can a roommate get it?
No. I mean, not unless we... No. So, what you think about the place?
Oh, it's nice.
I don't know why the sync is off. I don't know why.
It just is. We're having some weird technical
I
issues
don't
we have to
know
deal with.
why the sync is off. But you know what? Like Cat Williams says, haters are people who don't like the good shit in life anymore because they never got the good shit. They never worked hard enough for the good shit, and you have the good shit, and that's why they hate you. If you don't have 2, you need 4. If you don't have 4, you need 8. If you don't got 8, you need 16. If you don't got 16, you need 32. Haters gonna hate.
Wow, if I could spell, I'd be dangerous.
What?
Maybe from now on, I'll just be a disembodied voice so people don't have to look at me.
If anybody redoes, why are you going there? See? Now you're going to be stuck on it all night. You're already in a bad mood. I can feel your energies all fucked up. See? You're like, you took your glasses off. You're in a shit
We've
space.
got 4 trailers left.
Come on. Don't do it.
My back hurts a little bit.
Uh-huh.
The next one is for a show that has a unique twist on the zombie myth. They are at facebook.com/voracious web series. We have featured them on the show before. This is a new trailer from them. Please go to their Facebook, like them, let them know that you heard about them right here on Intertube, and check out the trailer for Voracious, the web series.
They said the world would end in 2012. Instead, it was humanity that almost became extinct. But the threat didn't fall from the sky or come from the bowels of the earth. It was a biological attack on the very sustenance of our being. Millions died before anyone knew what was happening. The only problem was, they didn't stay dead.
Most communications are down. Our requests for backup from armed forces have gone unanswered.
This whole situation.
Listen, lady, I have a job to do.
We do not advise you to leave your homes. Please remain indoors. We would encourage you to barricade all doors and windows and remain calm.
And I'm doing it.
We've got to do something fast. We're running out of drinkable water.
In 2013, survivors are the apocalypse.
Woo!
That was special. Special.
It does look like, Ren's right, it does look like zombies are the new vampires, especially now.
Oh yeah, because you got, what is it, the Heartbreak movie thing coming out? And it's like Twilight for zombies.
Hey,
'Cause really?
I know that we only have 3 more trailers to go. Can
What?
we re-show a trailer in honor of Ren being in the room now?
Yeah?
Can we do that?
Yeah?
Okay,
It's
because
our
Rob and
show.
Tanya
Do
didn't
what
get
you
to see
want
it.
to do.
Rob and Tanya did not get to see the trailer for Little Miss Mania because they
Okay.
had not popped into the room yet.
Mind to show
And
it?
since Ren is here, let's show the trailer for what I said was one of 3 fantastic ones that I was truly excited about seeing brand new that I just found today. Trailers. This is the trailer for BC-based web series Little Miss Mania.
I have been pulled through my life by a kind of faith I've never completely understood.
So, Karen, what can I do for you?
I need to remember what I knew in that hospital.
What do you remember?
There'd always been screaming in my dreams, but in that place, the screams were real.
Dr. Siba referred you. He's a psychiatrist.
Yeah, I know. I'm just here to deliver a message.
What kind of message? Are you human, Miss Kennedy?
Melbourne. I'll tell you what I see. I won't go back.
To remember, we must go back. But I'll be there with you. Let's go back.
Yeah.
So Ren asked what we think it's about. What do you think the show is about?
I don't know. There's so many theories going on in my head right now over that show. Part of me goes, well, it's a journey into the mind, and the fact that
that's what she just said. She said, without giving it away, it's a show that looks at the meeting point between mental illness and spiritual awakening.
Right. And if that's the case, then everything that we're seeing is probably not even real. It's just her in her mind. And that, I love those kind of things.
Yeah.
It's a great journey to take. It's
So
very
it
David
looks-
Lynch.
I cannot wait to see it.
Right?
I love nonlinear storytelling. Now, Rob had an interesting question. He said, is it based on the Little Miss books of the 70s?
Ooh.
Which is an interesting question. But I like the idea of being able to decide what's illusion and what's reality.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can't figure it out just from the trailer makes me really, really happy. But it has me so intrigued, and it did from the moment I watched the trailer the first time, and I've seen it 5 or 6 times today. Is it based on the Little Miss books of the 70s, Ren? I would be curious to know that, too. And do you shoot in Vancouver? What part of BC are you from? We just actually moved back to Florida from Vancouver. I was in Vancouver for 15 years, and I wish we would have known she was filming this then when we were there, because we haven't been gone even a year yet.
Exactly. We're like dead air. Like, did it come from?
I wish we were still there so we could go and take. When are you going to premiere? Do you know? How much of the show have you shot? We have got to get you on a podcast so we can talk about this in depth, because I'm very, very interested in what you're doing and what it means and what kind of a message you're trying to get across with the show and where you came up with the idea and where you're going to be filming, yeah, we would love to have you on. I hope you'll email me or Facebook me so we can make that happen. It's one of the trailers that we're showing this week that I'm the most excited about. Let's move on to the next one. It's another show that we featured before. Please talk amongst yourselves in the chat room and quiz Ren about what she's doing.
Cool.
How much of the show do you have filmed already, Ren, and do you know when you might be premiering the show? The next one the trailer we're going to show you is for a show that we featured before when they had their earlier trailers up. This is a brand new trailer from We Are Angels, and I think this is the best trailer they've done so far. You can find them at facebook.com/we-are-angels. And their website is weareangels.com. This is the brand new trailer for We Are Angels.
I really need your help right now, Mom. Sometimes I think I see things. I think that they're ghosts. Ghosts that have never lived.
A new time is near. Thousands of years I've lived off the torment and suffering that has plagued men. I believe I am that plague that runs the world. Things are gonna change.
It is our right as angels to fulfill who we are. I believe that our hearts will lead us in the right path.
And I just wish that there was someone there for me.
Do not hesitate to call our name. We are the angels that will listen to your time.
Ours is the hand that lifts away the cold darkness from the infinite skies. We open the light.
That looks so
It does.
good.
And it's beautiful. It's the most attractive trailer they've shot so far. And the most intriguing. I really am looking forward to that one a lot. And I think it's coming soon.
I hope so.
You can check them out, like I said, at facebook.com/we-r-angels. Please let them know that you heard about them right here on Indie Intertube.
What's that? That reminds me. What's that other one that we saw where he was building the armor?
Oh, I don't remember. We got to find that one again.
Because Ren would
to
probably
see what they're
love
doing. Ren
that.
would have loved that. There are a lot of incredibly beautiful shows out there. We've got 2 more trailers to show you, and then we're out for this week until Wednesday. The next one is one that I'm hoping is actually shot in Miami and isn't just about Miami, and I believe that it is, because that means we could go down there and see them.
Ooh, day trip.
This is a drama, a cop psychological thriller drama from what it looks like to me. This is the trailer for Dade County.
I need you guys to find out everything he knows. Have forensic in the house looking for anything that could lead us back to the victim. This suspect is a piece of work. He has a collection of books on the who's who of the serial killings of the past century. Dahmer, Kemper, Berkowitz, Bundy, guys who the FBI's entire crime classification manual is based on. And get this, he knows our whole approach. Somehow he's been keeping track of you two.
Dude.
See, I'm down for the dark cop thriller.
Is that like based on any of the serial
I don't know.
killers?
It looks good.
I'm
doesn't
like,
it?
oh, it
I
does.
think Dade County is going to be awesome. I love that style. And it makes me so excited for The Following tomorrow night because I don't know about any of you, but we watched The Following on Fox last Monday, and wow, what a great show. So I'm hoping that Dade County is going to kind of be like that. I like those gritty, dirty kind of psychological cop shows. And that one, it looks beautifully shot. And I'm a Florida girl. I was born and raised here, so. And Dade is a great setting for cop shows. It is. It just is. Miami is a violent city and a beautiful city, and those two things go together quite well for shooting a cop show. Anything from, like Riley said, Miami Vice and Dexter to The Glade.
The Glades,
The
yeah.
Glades on A&E.
Well, not only that, but for some reason that
And Money Ren, that's totally true.
That struck like a copycat chord with me when they started naming off all the serial
Yeah.
killers. I'm like, we haven't had one of those. I mean, there are copycats, but they don't tend to copycat multiple serial killers. And if you had one that actually, for whatever reason, a serial killer who has it in their mind to be more fanatical than a group of serial killers combined by killing in the ways that they did scares the absolute shit out of me.
Well, I mean, that's why The Following
and
is
it's
so
awesome.
good. Like Web to Watch just said, it is mid-season television at its best. The Following was... And it was funny. When we started watching it, because we watched it on the DVR, I thought, okay, tropes
Tropey.
abound. Tropes abound.
It's just gonna
This
be
has
another
been done
procedural.
so many times before. And yet, by the time the hour was over, not only had they told a story that was very derivative,
but they
very,
added a
very
whole
well,
other
and well
element
enough
to it.
Like, pull you in, but they had flipped it on its head by the end of the first hour. And that is amazing to me. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see more Following and to see Dade County.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have just one more trailer to show today. And then, of course, next week, a whole list of trailers again. And more discussion about what those trailers are. Did they do their job? And are you looking forward to seeing those series?
But don't forget about Wednesday, too.
We have a ton of guests on Wednesday.
We have, how many?
4.
We have 4 guests this Wednesday. We're back with a vengeance. Anyway.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with a vengeance. The next Vanessa, the next show that we're going to show, the last trailer of the day, Vanessa, who is in our chat room.
She's that Vanessa?
Is actually a part of. And
Cool.
The next show is called Justice Woman. And it is a comedy web series that follows the story of Assistant District Attorney Sofia Escala, who is determined to fight injustice in her legal system. Yeah, I cannot even tell you anything more about it than that. Yes, I've read more information. It is at justicewoman.com. She knows now that you will have heard about her right here. But I love, love, love the trailer. And I can't wait to see it. So check out the trailer for Justice Woman.
As you can see, I've officially checked out. I had a promising career as an assistant district attorney, trained to prosecute the bad guys.
Here's your money.
Oh, we gave the sons of bitches a victory. Got a lackey in jail, the rest is history.
Framed a little brown illegal. It's not like he's not breaking the law. Look at the minute he came into this country to pick fruit or wipe my ass.
Was my quest for justice worth it? You be the judge. I am Sofia Escala.
Let's get him, cop boy.
It's Roberta, you bitch.
I'm in love with it already.
I don't like technical difficulties.
They have a Twitter as well. It's at JusticeWoman1. You can go and check their website out. It is extremely well put together. It has their Twitter feed on it, and it has a lot of, gives you the opportunity to see who's on the show, what it is about. I think this is a very unique idea, and I think it looks fun. I think it looks like a fun show, and, you know, I like it. I'm kind of over the grim and gritty superheroes, too, so something that's a little bit more campy is fun for me.
Right.
Especially in a web series format. I think campy superheroes work really good in a web series format. I don't know about you. But I'm really, really looking forward to this one. And
yes, there's only 50 hours left to the Whole Day Down Season 2 Kickstarter campaign. Their Twitter is at Whole Day Down, as in one word.
That's right.
Season
and I'm
2
retweeting that right now. Please support all of these shows in any way you can. And you know what? The best thing that you can do to support these shows is to share them.
Search, load, watch, share.
So once again, the shows featured tonight: Entangled, We Are Angels, The Inn, Standard Action, Gay Street Therapy, Golden California, Dade County, Be Good, Crypto Historians, Little Miss Mania.
Type them out. You can't just, you know.
Justice Woman, Trivial Pursuits of Arthur Banks, Voracious, Fumbling Through Pieces, and Divanity. Woo! Woo!
I'm typing. I didn't.
As usual, we thank you for all being here. We know the audience numbers are low because the SAG Awards are on. Lost Girl is starting in 15 minutes if you are in Canada, which I wish I still was, because now I have to wait till Monday. And
no, you
I'm
don't.
Still
You gotta wait like an hour.
Behind. I know. I'll download it.
Give it up. You gotta wait like an hour.
I wish I was still in Canada, because I think Emily Andress is doing some amazing things.
Hello,
with Lost
Emily.
Girl this season.
You're doing an awesome
right?
job.
See, Ren is right there with us. Succubus time!
Woo!
I'm telling you, I dropped my VPN, and I'm gonna have to get it back, because I am addicted to Anna Silk and Zoe Palmer. I'm a Docubus fan.
She's playing
I am
Dr.
a Bone
Palmer
Lord
tonight.
fan, and I'm all about it. And I can't wait to see.
They're also getting the second season of Continuum before us.
Yes, Canada also gets the second season of Continuum, and you guys in the U.S. are just getting season 1. Now, we were still in Vancouver when season 1 of Continuum aired, and I can tell you, you don't want to miss it. It is an outstanding sci-fi show, and the tech and the digital effects in Continuum are, for television, stunning. They are movie quality digital effects, so Continuum is not to be missed. The point of the show, the moral of the show, the message of the show,
where we're all headed,
is outstanding. We were at Vancouver Fan Expo last year, and at their panel, we got to interview a lot of people, and it was amazing. And talking to people like Lex Doig and Victor Webster and Rachel Nichols, and of course the astounding Sarah Cooper. Continuum is sci-fi at its best, and you do not want to miss it. And then, of course, Lost Girl is incredible, and I wish I had my VPN to go after it.
Right.
So,
and
thank
Vanessa,
you all for watching.
We do this every Sunday, so please join us every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Ren, please come back and join us again. We will be talking about more web shows next week. Now get out there. Welcome to Ren and Vanessa. Welcome them to the Indie Intertube family. Encourage them to come back next week.
Don't
Rob
forget
and
Wednesdays.
Tanya, so good to see you back. Same with you, Web to Watch. We love you guys. We've missed you. And we will You will hear us on Wednesday. You will see us next Sunday. Now get out there and share those web series, because that's the best way that you can support them. Is by telling other people about them and sharing them. Until Wednesday, guys, good night.
Hey, what's our blog talk thing? No?
I don't know.
Too soon? Yeah. The internet. Yeah, my mic's still on. What?
It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck.
It's not a big truck, bitches.
It's a series of tubes.
It's tubes.
Tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I got it. It's a series of tubes.